Sorry about the lack of light, but I have not wanted to talk about this. I've been too angry, I've been too upset to talk about it until now, so I feel like now I'm ready to talk about it. I should just film it. So, you saw my vlog, maybe you didn't, vlog the other day. I cycled to my parents' house and came back and then got the train and all that kind of stuff. So, I did that, but on the way, so probably within the space of around 2 hours, I was nearly knocked off my bike twice. And I'm not talking about, you know, they were fairly close. They were close. They were so close. If they'd have been any closer, I would have come off my bike. And I'm not saying this to put people off. I'm saying this because I want people to cycle, but I also want people to be aware that this happens. So, yeah, so I just want to talk about it because I don't always know what the best thing to do is in these situations, so I want your opinion. But yeah, the first one, I was cycling along fairly busy road, and do you know when you get that, those bollards, like in the middle of the road? I'm cycling along, the guy in the van, it was a white van, rather than waiting for me to go past kind of the area with the bollard, he tries to squeeze through. So he squeezes through at the same time as I'm cycling, and he's literally brushed my arm. He's so close, he's brushing my arm, and do you get that rush of adrenaline and you were just like, what the hell was that? Like, what the hell was that? So angry. So he speeds off, and then a couple of minutes later I see there's a red light and he's stuck at these red lights. So I'm like, I have to say something. I have to go and say something. So I cycled up, knocked on the window, and was just like, and the thing is, I don't know what, is it better to get angry? Is it better to, I don't know what the right thing to do. I was like, do you know what? This time, I'm going to try and be civil with him and speak to him. So I just knocked on the window, and he's this guy, oldish guy, looks at me and just was like, yeah. I said, do you know how close you were to knocking me off my bike just then? And he just went, no. I was like, you were so close. And then, I'm getting mad thinking about it now. And then he just kind of just shrugs his shoulders, not really that arsed. And then I said to him, and I told a little fib, I said, well, I caught you on camera doing that and I'm going to be sending it to the police because it's dangerous driving. And he just says, I didn't see you. And I'm like, how can you not see me? I'm in bright cycling kit. How can you not see me? I've got like a high-vis jacket on, for God's sake. How can you not see me? It's middle of the day. It's daylight. He just drives off and I'm just like, I'm so mad about it. Anyway, then I just think, do you know what? Just get on with your ride. Don't let it ruin your ride. Just carry on riding. And then I'm on this other kind of, it's a long, fairly wide road. And I can see in the distance another white van, and I'm not saying all white van drivers are bad drivers, but on this one particular day, they were both driving white vans. So I can see in the distance this white van. He's trying to overtake. There's no cars on my side, like in front of me, so it's just me. And in front of me, I can see a white van heading straight towards me because he's trying to overtake these cars. And it's a white van. He can barely get the speed up, so he's just riding alongside these cars. I can just see them both all coming towards me. I'm just thinking, oh my God, what the hell am I going to do? What the hell am I going to do? So I'm like slamming my brakes, trying to slow down to give him enough time to get round in front. I'm thinking, he is not going to get round in time. He's not. He was so close. In the last couple of seconds, I'm thinking, right, I'm getting ready, like bracing myself to almost like to throw myself into the field at the side because I'm like, I'm going to have to because he's going to hit me. So I'm slamming my brakes. The last few seconds, he swerves in front of me and I can see his face. He's that close. I could draw his face now. Like, it was ridiculous. And I say this because I don't know what the best solution is to this. I mean, yes, we can report people, we can do everything, but I feel like we need more people to cycle so that we have the backing of governments and councils to have better cycling facilities and better rights for cyclists. Because last week, I've been following, I work for a newspaper, this girl who lives fairly locally to me was riding on a Saturday morning with her boyfriend's mum, and she was hit by a car. She landed on the windscreen. The guy drove off, left her, and that girl died. Like, she died, and that guy got 8 years in prison for it. He killed her, and he got 8 years in prison. And I'd be livid if I was that girl's family. I mean, I feel livid now. I didn't even know her, and I feel livid about it. And that guy is going to be out of jail in 4 years, and I just feel like the rights of cyclists aren't protected, and it makes me so angry. And I feel like the only way is to kind of change that is get like just massive groups of cyclists out and not let it put us off, because I will not let it put me off cycling, because I love it too much. And just very angry at the minute about it. Not still angry, but it's just the idea of it. And I just feel like as a cycling community, we need to make sure that we are getting people on bikes, because that's the last thing I want to do is put people off cycling. I want more people cycling. So that is just my thoughts about that. And I don't know what it is about the UK and Australia that we have so much disrespect for cyclists, because in Europe, in like Mallorca, like Tenerife, like Belgium, like all these places have so much respect for cyclists. I just don't know what it is with the UK and Australia that we just have this like hatred for cyclists, and it needs to change. So yeah. Tell me what you think about it. Tell me what you think about this. I'm sure I can understand what your thoughts are about it, because if you're a cyclist like me, there's probably going to be the same views, but yeah. Anyway, it's quite a long video, but I just wanted to share that with you today, and I will see you next video.